Hey all, Bridget Bartlett here with My Vision Agency. And today what I want to do is show you how to create a free community funnel using HighLevel. Now, this is actually my free community funnel. And if you want to join our free community, you can go to myvisionagency.com to do that. If you would like to create a free trial of HighLevel and get a free membership in our reseller program, you can click here. And if you would like to join our reseller program directly, you can choose this option here. Now, inside the reseller program or free community, you have the ability to go into the community events calendar. You can click on today's date. You could actually join us for today's live training immediately followed by open office hours. Now, inside of HighLevel, we're going to build the funnel. And you can see that I've actually built this funnel for you. And I'm going to show you how you can get that at the end of today's training. So we have a 2-page funnel here that I have built for you guys to use. But the very first step to any funnel is we need a form. So I'm going to go into the form builder. Let's go ahead and click into this form. And you'll see that all we really need is the first name and the email. Of course, we need to have them agree to the terms. And then I also put this area down here for the privacy policy and terms. You should always have a privacy policy and terms of service when you have a working funnel. Now, the important part here is going to the options and go to submit. And you'll see that we don't have any action here for when they submit the form. And that's because we're going to do that at the funnel level. But it is important to note that you can direct your leads anywhere you want them to go directly in the form. There's just a better way of doing it, I think, anyway. So I'm going to go back now. And let's go into the funnel now that we have our form created. And you'll see that we have 2 steps here. We have the home page and then we have the thank you page. Let's go ahead and click here to look at the page. Okay, now you will see that this is branded to me. However, if you are a reseller in our program, you have custom values that have already been used that you fill out with your logo and your brand colors and all that. So when you import the snapshot into your account, it's going to pre-populate with your logo and your brand colors mostly, okay? Some of these things you still need to edit. For example, join our free community of, and then you want to insert your niche and discover whatever it is that you're promising in your community. Connect with like-minded entrepreneurs, access exclusive training, and discover whatever the promise is without the common pain, okay? Now, of course, this is all editable. You can certainly edit this however you want to. You want to add the features and explain to them the benefits of these features. Why do they want to join your free community? Now, I do have some CSS code here. If you don't know how to edit it or you don't want to use it, definitely check out the training tomorrow. I'll show you how to adjust all of those things. And again, if you look at the background color here and you click into the color, you'll see if I go to update it, this is the custom value of your brand colors, okay, that you already have filled out. And we have some frequently asked questions here. And of course, you need your terms of service and privacy policy down here as well. Now, going to the form, you'll see if we click in the form, here is where I like to choose the redirect on submit. So we have our form selected here, and we just want to go to the next step in our funnel. I love to set this at the funnel level because I could use this form in multiple funnels, and if I set the action at the funnel level, then it will go wherever it needs to go inside of that funnel. If I set this at the form level, it's only one option to go to that one place, no matter where I put the form. Okay, so that's just my preference on why I like to put the redirect action on submit inside of the funnel. Now I'm going to go to the next step, which is our thank you page. And you'll see here again, the logo is a custom value. The background color is a custom value. So you can update this however you wish. We also have thank you for registering and check your email for confirmation. Now, this is really important because you could send them directly to your community. You could even send the invite link to your community. And let me show you what that looks like. So if we go into memberships, and we go to communities, and we go inside of our group, we can actually click here to grab the invite link. Now, we could technically just put that on a button, or we could direct them there. But the best way to do that is to encourage them to go to their email to confirm, because we also want to train the email system and help our email reputation, especially when you're giving something free. This is basically like a double opt-in. They're going to receive the email. They're going to click in the email after they've opened it, and that tells their system that our emails are something that they want to see, but it also improves our email reputation. So this is definitely the strategy that I like to choose, even if you could just add a button and add that invite link, and then they go there and register. All of that contact information will still go into the contacts area of your HighLevel account. Now, something else that I like to put here on the thank you page is a refer and earn. Now, inside of HighLevel, we have the ability to create an affiliate program, and this is a free community. However, what we want to do is we want to use this free community to build our network, and we want to pack it full of different offers, whatever our offer may be. If we are reselling HighLevel in our AI ad system, we likely want our network that we're building to refer us to other people or even become customers. And so having an affiliate link that lets them know, hey, did you know that you can refer people to our program and earn a commission? So this is a nice little add to your funnel. If you don't want that, just simply click here on the trash can, delete it, and then you don't have this section at all. All right, so now going back to the funnel, the next step here is we need to connect a domain to our funnel. So I'm going to go to the settings here, and let's go ahead and click connect domain. Now, when we do that, you'll see that we go to another part of our account, and I really recommend you adding a subdomain to your free community. And the reason is because your main domain is going to be where you're promoting all of your offers. So I have my Vision Agency. It does have a form here where you can join my free community, but you'll also see down here I have my other offers. I have testimonials. I have a calendar where someone can book. I have frequently asked questions. And then I have another option here to join for free. So this is my main website. However, I have another website that's community.myvisionagency.com, and it is specific for the community. So let's say here we want community.mychosendomain.com. So all we have to do is type that out there. And I really recommend you using your main root domain. I talk about this all the time, how your main root domain, that's going to be where you're housing all of your offers, showing everything about your business. But we want to stay consistent with our branding, and we want to use subdomains when we have different offers that we're creating for our business. So I'm going to just type that in there. Go ahead and click continue. We can add these records manually, or if we're using Cloudflare or GoDaddy, something like that, we can just click continue, and then it will add those records for us. So I'm going to go ahead and authorize the domain, and you'll see that it is adding these records for us. So I'm going to click authorize. All right, so now that domain, community.mychosendomain.com, has been added to our HighLevel account. Now we need to tell HighLevel what to do with that domain. So we want to connect it to this funnel here. Now it's saying what default step or page do we want to add to the domain? So we have two pages in our funnel. Do we want the home page, join today, or do we want the thank you page? We want the home page here because we want to make sure that when they go to community.mychosendomain.com, they're going to the home page of the funnel. Now here, I can set the 404 or error page, and that is simply just letting the system know if any links are broken within this domain, instead of going to that big, ugly, black or green screen with big 404 error, we just want to redirect them back to the home page. So we can set that home page there and go ahead and click proceed to connect the domain. All right, so now our domain has been connected to our funnel. Let's go back. And you'll see that has been added there. Now we can customize this. If we want to adjust what it looks like when it's published, the domain, then we can change the path here. So maybe we want to change this to home. We could even change what it's called to home and update the step. So that gets rid of all of those ugly numbers that we don't like to see in the URL. Now, if you click here, you'll see that there's still a lot of ugly numbers. And this is because this is what the page path is when it is not published. So you can change this to whatever you want just to get rid of the numbers. It's not going to show, but I typically will do the page name and then the dash and then page. So I'm going to go ahead and click update because they do need to be different. So you'll see when we click again, it's home page, but you'll see home listed up here because that's what we put when we set the publishing path. So same thing here. We want to go to thank you, and we have all these ugly numbers. So we just want to change this so that it says thank you instead of that, and update step. And we can change this. And I'm only showing you this because I do get lots of questions from people who just don't know how to get rid of those numbers. And I totally get it's confusing. So I'm going to go ahead and update that. I wanted to explain to you the difference in those two paths and how you can get the result that you're looking for. Okay, so you can see now our published path is thank you. Now, the next step is the automation. So I showed you when they enter in the form on our homepage, they're going to the thank you page, and the thank you page says check your email. But how do we send that email? So there are a couple ways. Now, the community is housed inside the client portal. So if you go into your client portal settings, you'll see email settings, and you can go over to communities and see all of the emails that are going to go out automatically when you grant someone access to the community. So you can see already we have an email going out to welcome them to the group. We have all of these group membership status emails, general group emails, learning courses, subscription payments, role changes, all of these that are going to go out automatically from the community. So we technically don't have to set up an email. We don't have to do anything like that. You can actually look at the default email, and you can even change the default email in the marketing tab if you want it to look like something different. So that is how you can use the preset emails already. Now, if we go into the automations tab, you will see there is one automation here, and it is the community home opt-in, because remember, we put a form on the funnel. So we didn't just choose a button where they're going to just go to that invite link and they're going to register there and then get access to the community. And if they did that, they would automatically receive the emails that go out from the client portal, and all of that would be done. So that would definitely be the easiest way. However, most of us want more customizations than that, and it is a higher conversion. So what I did was I started the workflow here with the form when it's filled out. So that's the trigger of this workflow. Now, when they fill out the form, the first thing that our system is going to do is add a note to their profile that says access granted to free community. The next thing, we're going to add a tag here that says add community tag. And there will just be a tag added to their profile that says community. Now, even if you don't understand tags, it's important to add tags to your workflows so that you can segment your lead. Now, maybe you don't have an advanced system. Maybe you have no idea really even how to use tags, or if you even need them. And I promise you that you need them. You should use them. And later on, you will definitely learn the importance of tags. I always tell people, just use them, take my advice, and you will thank me later. And they always come back and thank me later once they use the system, because now they know how all of their leads have come in. So when they build their retargeting systems and build out their segmentation, they have this structure already in place. So I really encourage you, make sure to add those tags. Now, the next step here is to grant access to the group. So this is an important part of the process. Even if you are still using those client portal emails, you need to have all of these steps in place, not necessarily this or this, but definitely this step here to grant them access to the group that you want them to have access to when they fill out that form. Now, what if you want to create your own custom email? So you can go to the client portal, you can turn those emails off, and you want to create your own custom emails that will welcome your users or new community members with a specific message according to whatever form they have decided to fill out. You could have 1,000 different forms, And you could have 1,000 different automations with all kinds of different offers for your community, and you can customize that email here. Now, if I was doing that and I was sending this email, I would do, hey, whatever their first name is. So let's use a custom value for that, comma, space. And we would say, welcome to our community where all of your dreams will come true because this is the best place on earth, whatever you want to say. Now, the important part here is how are we going to give them access? How do we give them login credentials, the email, the password, all of that? So what we can do is go up to the custom values, and you'll scroll down here to where you see Client Portal Contact, and you'll choose the login magic link. The magic link is simply a link that will be generated so that when they receive this email, all they need to do is click the link, and it will automatically log them into the community where they can then change their password, they can customize their profile, whatever they want to do, they will at this point get access to the community. So as long as this option is there in the email, you can add any content that you want to add. You can even use a template up here if you've created that in the marketing area, templates. Okay, guys, so that is how easy this is to create your own community funnel automation. Now, I did tell you that I was going to give you this entire snapshot. So all you need to do is go into the community, and you will want to click on today's video, and the link to the snapshot will be there. Now, obviously, it's not there yet because I haven't scheduled it and posted it to the group. But when I post today's training, the snapshot will be in the post there in the discussion area. And remember, if you're not a member of our community, you can go to myvisionagency.com. You can click here to register to get access. If you would like to create a free 30-day high-level trial and get a free membership in our reseller program, you can choose this option. If you're a current high-level customer, you can join us here. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I look forward to working with you on open office hours. Go make your